After going woke, NASCAR condemns Let's Go Brandon chant, threatens to sue use of slogan with its trademarks. This is a Daily Wire story. NASCAR President Steve Phelps has threatened to sue those who use the word Let's Go Brandon slogan on merchandise featuring a NASCAR trademark and has condemned the use of the slogan, claiming that NASCAR does not want to be associated with politics. We will pursue whoever is using the slogan and get that stuff, Phelps said. That's not okay. It's not okay that you're using our trademarks illegally, regardless of whether we agree with that position is. I feel for Brandon, Phelps said. I think, unfortunately, speaks to the state of where we are as a country. We do not want to associate ourselves with politics, left or right. We obviously have, and we've always had as a sport, a tremendous respect for the office of the president, no matter who is sitting. Okay, so can you imagine how ludicrous? This is the president of NASCAR. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me to say we're going to sue those who use the phrase "Let's go Brandon"?
I think the way I read it, it's different though. If you Tyler, if you look up "Let's Go Brandon" merch, you'll see merch with the NASCAR logo on it. That I can get. Mm-hmm. Let's Go Brandon.
No, that's not what he's saying though. No, that's not what he's saying.
Because you see,
okay, let me ask you a question.
The merch.
You mean to tell me NASCAR sells a shirt saying "Let's Go Brandon"?
They don't.
Okay.
But there's companies here. You see all these shirts.
Yeah,
they have
okay,
the NASCAR
I get
logo.
this part.
But
that's not what he's talking about. Stop. That's not what he's talking about. It's not what he's talking about. He's not talking about, the color of the NASCAR logo. He's saying politics.
Yeah.
If you say the usage of the NASCAR logo, I get it. He's saying, "Let's go Brandon." What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't use a phrase.
This, to me, has everything to do with corporate versus culture. So what do I mean by that? Culture-wise, this is Let's Go Brandon Central. Good luck getting your fan base to stop saying Let's Go Brandon. Like, you don't have to be the smartest, sharpest tool in the shed to understand that they are the Let's Go Brandon champions of the world. Now, when you want
NASCAR audience,
100%.
Yeah.
What percentage of the NASCAR audience leans right?
Have you been to NASCAR races?
I've been to one. What percentage of you think the NASCAR audience leans right?
90%? 75%.
I would say even higher than that.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Point it. What number do you think? Let's call it 80-20. Yeah. Let's call it 80-20. Okay. They ain't stopping the Let's Go Brandon chant. That ain't stopping anytime soon. And you know what? Good for them. Free speech, baby, America. Root for Brandon all you want. On the other hand, the corporate side of things, the sponsor side of things. Hear me out. Nobody is more beholden to their sponsors than NASCAR. Every single car they have has 1,500 sponsors littered across the car. Every single car has got corporate sponsor, corporate sponsor, corporate sponsor, corporate sponsor.
What's the better approach?
What's that?
You're going to say anybody that uses the word "Let's Go Brandon," we're coming after you? What a moron.
With their logo associated. This has everything to do with culture versus corporate, okay? Yeah. When you're talking trademarks, whether it was Let's Go Brandon or F Joe Biden or F Trump, if you're using NASCAR's logo, they're basically saying, not so fast,
I
buddy.
think that part, he's 1,000,000% right to use NASCAR's logo.
That's portrayed in the wrong way, or it's communicated the wrong way.
No, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying politics. If you're using the NASCAR logo, you must stop. Yeah. If you're not using a NASCAR logo, then he can do whatever he wants to do. Yeah, leave it alone.
I agree.
Yeah. Do your thing.
But I think if you asked me which sport is least likely to go woke, I'd put NASCAR at the top of that list. But it just shows that when you bring
I'd put UFC.
Corporate,
you think the percentage of guys on NASCAR being on the right is higher than the percentage of people in NBA that are on the left?
Are you saying players, or are you saying fans?
I think the NBA is 90+% left. Players.
I agree.
Okay, where drivers in NASCAR are probably going to be 75% right.
I think it's very even.
Yeah.
I think it's NASCAR tends to be a little more right, a lot more right, for sure.
I don't disagree.
For sure.
I don't disagree.
Whether that's 80 or 90, who knows? I'm sure there's a poll out there. But secretly, I think a lot of NBA guys are a little more middle than they would be portrayed. I think during the whole social justice movement, the bubble and everything that was going out there, I think a lot of people, even if they didn't agree with it, were like, all right, I guess I got to be on board with this. The one guy that didn't kneel, or the one guy that What
he didn't kneel for the.
He didn't kneel for the
t-shirt sales.
Exactly, and then he broke his knee.
Yeah,
that's a rough go.
The one that what?
Jonathan Isaac and his jersey sales went up. You're saying.
Yeah,
but. Anyway, what's the bottom line here with this NASCAR thing? Do you think that they're not gonna embrace the Let's Go Brandon on their trademark?
They shouldn't. First of all, you should not. They should not sell anything NASCAR saying Let's Go Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
NASCAR shouldn't. Number one, they're not. Yeah. Number two, you can't use somebody's logo. So anybody that's selling it using NASCAR's logo, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You can do whatever you want to do with it. But people using the phrase Let's Go Brandon, they're going to use the phrase. Can't do nothing about it.
Without a doubt.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.